What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tristan, back with Star Wars Battlefront. Whatever episode this is, 6, 7, 8, I don't even remember. I've recorded an ass load of them today. But we're just gonna keep trucking along. You best know we're gonna keep trucking along. Ooh, actually, this would be an interesting move. I can't get to Felucia, which is, if you don't remember, it's the planet that has like the really tall like mushroom tree things that the bitch with the 2 lightsabers was killed on in episode 3. I don't know if you guys remember. It's like a really green planet. It's, I don't know. Anyways, I think what we're gonna do is actually make another fleet, and we're gonna attack Felucia. And that will, let's just use the garrison bonus, I guess. By the way, in between episodes, I bought more bonuses. Oh, fuck, they got combat shielding. I should have used enhanced blasters. They would have canceled out. That would have been cool. Oh, that's right. Those things are in the battle regardless of whether you're doing instant action or not. I think, anyways. I think they're there regardless. I'm not sure, but anyways, we're back with Star Wars Battlefront. Made a new fleet, and we're making it so they can't attack fucking Yavin 4 every 5 seconds, because that will be annoying if they did that. That would be really annoying, actually. I'd be pissed off if they were doing that every 5 seconds. It happens the same way when I play this sometimes, with space battles, because you'll get in like an endless loop where you're in a space battle right next to one of their planets. And so they... Oh, Christ almighty. And so they just keep initiating a space battle every 2 seconds, and it's really fucking stupid. It wastes an ass load of time, and it just gets annoying, and it's fucking like, come on, guys, let's be real here. But I am going into this episode, surprisingly, with an actual plan and strategy for what I'm going to talk about. I'm pretty much out of things to say at this point, so I figured I'd just like dig into the past of like the vast numbers of stories that I have just randomly from my life and whatnot. And I didn't realize they got an ATSD on this map, by the way. I did not realize that. But I am just going to tell you guys for this episode, 20 minutes or so, I'm just going to talk to you guys about my DC trip back in 8th grade, because I think that was... I mean, that trip was pretty cool. That trip was... All the people that I roomed with, they can agree with me, I'm sure, that was a pretty awesome trip. Kind of... Oh, what? That bitch! That bitch did not just kill me. Oh, damn, we were, like, losing shit for days right now. Alright, let's cap some CPs here. Yeah, no shit. Where the fuck is the CP? It's all the way fucking up here? Alright, well, we're gonna cap this CP. Anyways, though, yeah, it was kind of like... It was a pretty cool trip. I had a lot of fun there. Especially with I had a lot of buddies that I was rooming with in the hotel we stayed at. And we had a lot of fun times, a lot of controversial times, I suppose you could say. But overall, I thought it was a really awesome trip. But I kind of wanted to focus on like the funny shit, because we got into a lot of fucking trouble in that place, for sure. Like, there were a lot of things that could have gone horribly wrong. Surprisingly and thankfully, they didn't. But they could have gone badly. And I think there's a guy going for this command post right now. Oh, apparently not. All right. Oh, there he is. That bitch. I've got to get my ass together with command posts right now, because they're capping them at a very high rate. So, basically, I mean, like, you know, we just, because I live in New Hampshire, well, me and Jonesy both live in New Hampshire, so, you know, actually, he didn't go to DC, though, now that I think about it. He stayed behind, because I think it was either go to DC for him, or get a new dirt bike, and I honestly kind of don't blame him for getting the new dirt bike, because the dirt bike he got was pretty cool, I must say. It was pretty good. Oh, god damn it. But, it was a long bus ride down. You know, we got on, like, a coach bus, and we sat there for, you know, hours and hours and hours going down to D.C. It was a long ride, but it was pretty fun. You know, we sat, and me and my buddy Cefalo, we were, like, he brought, like, an assload of food, I remember. He brought, like, an entire box of Oreos. He brought, like, just snacks for days, essentially. So we were doing it up. And then we get there, and, you know, we're in the hotel room, and we've only got, like, 4 days there. So it's kind of like, we're in the hotel room. Actually, did we get there? Oh, no, we didn't get there at night. That's right. I remember now. That first night was actually pretty awesome. Because, we got there in, like, the middle of the night. It was pretty dark out. And instead of going straight to the hotel... Actually, we did go straight to the hotel, and then we went to, like, the YMCA in D.C., and that was so much fucking fun. We just ran around and fucking wreaked havoc. I went in the fucking racquetball court, and I just, like, I pegged someone in the fucking face with a racquetball. Like, the dude walks in the door. It was somebody I know. It wasn't, like, just some random dude that was from D.C. It was some kid that was in my class, and I knew him. And my dog's barking, which is awesome. But he walks in the room, and I'm like, hey, buddy, what's going on? And I just fucking pegged him in the face. It was the most hilarious moment ever. That was a lot of fun, being at the YMCA and just having a blast there. But after that, I mean, as you can imagine, we only had a couple days there, so the schedule was kind of tight. We were running around all different things, getting tired by being there all fucking day. But we tried to make the best of it, you know. We tried to, you know, keep it lively, keep, you know, almost trying to match each other's wits as far as, like, getting into trouble and, you know, staying mischievous. We were, the best day, I think the best day we had there, we were at the Air and Space Museum, and, like, we had a contest going. We had a contest to see who could pick up the most girls, just, like, out of the blue. Just randomly, like, picking up girls with cheesy-ass fucking lines. And this dude is capping our command post right now, and I don't know where he fucking is. Ah! See, now, like, we were losing before, and now we're winning because I have the garrison bonus. Like, that's how good it is. But it's so fucking cheap. Bitch, please. But, yeah, it was fucking hilarious. Like, I was just going around... using, like, the cheesiest ass fucking lines. And, like, some of them I didn't even use any pickup lines. I just fucking said, like, hey, you should come hang out with us. Like, I'm just random 8th grade me just going, like, hey, come hang out with us. And then they just did, surprisingly. Like, apparently getting women has been that easy the entire time. But, that was a lot of fun. We got into a lot of trouble there. There was just a bunch of things to laugh about and everything. And, it was actually funny. I think it was at the Air and Space Museum. It was either that or another museum that day, I think. But I almost got into a fight with a kid that was like 3 times my fucking size. It was ridiculous. Because that was back in the day when I was a huge, like, I mean, granted, I'm a huge Lions fan now. But that was like when I was first starting to be a Lions fan. So, like, tensions were super high between me and everybody else. And I saw a dude with a Vikings jersey on. He was wearing an AP jersey. And I just, across the fucking room, I said, hey, Vikings suck, Lions rule! And his response is like, yeah, they're doing a whole lot of shit this year. And my instant response, I don't know why I said this. I honestly have no idea why I said this. Yo, you wanna fucking go right now? I initiated a fight with a dude that was like 3 times my size. Thankfully for me, I actually probably would have put up a good fight at the time because I was like adrenaline brushing through me, but Aaron Gunner 6 and 11, not good. I probably would have put up a good fight at the time because I was actually had a lot of adrenaline running through me, but thankfully my chaperone grabbed my arm and pulled me back, and he wasn't too serious about it at the time either because obviously he was 3 times my size, so I wasn't worth his time. But regardless, that was, and it was like every person I saw wearing a football jersey that wasn't the Lions, I would just like insult them and say the Lions were better. And it was like, oh man, I just got into so many fucking fights pretty, like, almost got into so many fucking fights while I was there. It was funny. I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then, but... Because I can't fight to save my fucking life. That is for sure. I'm quite the... I have quite the lack of upper body strength, we'll say that. We'll say it that way. But that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun almost killing myself. That was good. And probably I would have gotten sent back home, too, if that would have happened. Which, you know, using my expert segue skills, that probably would have saved me from the controversial moment that happened after the Air and Space Museum. This actually happened right after. Right after the Air and Space Museum, we got back to the hotel. It was kind of starting to get late at night. Not late at night, but like just kind of, it was starting, you know, the sun was starting to go down and everything. And he can't attack anything, which is good. Okay, he can't, right? Alright, good. But we got back to the hotel room. Oh, we can't afford any of these guys. Actually, let's buy this Rebel Marine. Just because we can. Move down to Tatooine. Oh, that whore. Really, another battle on Naboo? That's fucking bullshit.
Supply bonus activated. Select a bonus.
Anyways, to keep going with this, we got back to the hotel room, and later in that day, we were going to go to, I swear this is true, a production of High School Musical at a local, like, theater house. We're gonna, ow, fuck, my finger. We were gonna do that, we're gonna, like, get dinner there and everything. It was gonna be, like, a fancy-spancy get-together, dress nicely, and rep your middle school, so to speak. This is how my group repped our middle school. We got left behind by the fucking bus. And it was ridiculous. It was a lot of fun at the time. Or not, it was kind of fun at the time, but then it, like, got really shitty towards the end. Oh shit. Because what happened was, we were supposed to, every time we got on the bus to go to something, they would do a head count. They would, like, go, you know, across the bus and say, like, you know, who's not here, is everybody here, alright, you know, make a huge effort to check and make sure that all the people from every group was there and, you know, nobody was left in the hotel. They didn't do that this time. My counselor, or not my counselor, what am I talking about? My chaperone, oh, dude. My chaperone just didn't do a head count this time. Like, he knocked on our door or our window really quietly, but we were watching TV, so we didn't hear him. So just, like, randomly, after, like, I forget what time we were supposed to leave to do this, but, we'll say, like, 6:30 or something like that we were supposed to leave. And by 6:45, 6:50, we started looking at each other in the hotel room, and we were like, guys? I think we were supposed to be leaving by now. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Fuck me. So by like 6:50 or something like that, we were all just looking at each other like, guys, I think we're supposed to be gone. Oh my goodness, alright, that's not good. And we're just sitting there still watching Snakes on a Plane is what we were watching, I'm pretty sure. Classic movie. And, so we're sitting there, and eventually, like, we actually thought about, because we thought we heard the buses leave, my buddy Dan, he thought he heard the buses leave. And so we were like, oh shit, well, maybe we should figure this out. There was kind of like grumbles of actually just staying behind, because we really didn't want to go see High School Musical. But then we eventually decided to do the right thing, also because we were just kind of curious. We decided to do the right thing and call somebody that was actually on the bus to make sure that they hadn't actually left us behind. And it turns out they did. So we called our buddy Josh, and we were like, yo, Josh, where are you? And he was just like, dude, we're, like, on our way there, aren't you as well? And we just, like, it was on speakerphone, so we all heard that, and we just looked at each other just dumbfounded. We were like, oh my fucking god. Funniest fucking thing. And I think it was my buddy Dan was calling him. And the look on Dan's face, he was just like, Josh, we're still at the hotel. And it was just the funniest. We were like dancing around. It was hilarious. We could not believe they left us at the hotel. As like fucking nitpicky as they were, that we do everything right and that we, you know, make sure we get to everywhere on time and, you know, all that shit. They left us behind. Of all people, they fucked up. Oh shit, goddamn. So we were like dancing around, still watching Snakes on a Plane, which is really all you need to dance around to anyways, but... oh god, they don't have a fucking command post, do they? Oh shit, they capped one. as soon as I say it. Super concentrate mode! Ah! Oh, damn it. And so we were like, it was hilarious. It was basically hilarious. That's all you really need to know. But, yeah, so we're just like, we're sitting there and we're like, yo, you should tell Mrs. Spring, who was my bitch teacher, by the way. You should tell Mrs. Spring that we're still in the hotel room, that they totally left us behind. So he does, and we didn't hear anything after that. We basically, I mean, we assumed they were pissed, but we really, like, we had no idea how pissed, essentially. So we were kind of like, not really sure what to expect. Super concentrate mode again, and I get sniped. Damn. We weren't really sure what to expect. It was kind of frightening at first, to be honest, just because I was like, well, fuck, we might be screwed right now. And also, like, we wait like 15, 20 minutes or something. They weren't that far out, but they had kind of gotten pretty far. So they come back, and like 10, 15, 20 minutes later, my teacher knocks on the door, and I go to answer it, and I just look my teacher dead in the eye, and I'm like, "Hey, Mrs. Spring." She just dead eyes me and just goes, "Get on the bus now." She is fucking livid. It was hilarious. Our on Gunner 5 and 6. That's my boy. She was fucking pissed. And, so we got on the bus. Actually, no, that's right. We wanted to make coffee, so we were, like, still finishing up making coffee. Because there was free coffee in the hotel room, obviously, because there's, like, free coffee in every hotel room imaginable. So we were finishing up making coffee, and she was even more pissed that we were making her wait longer for the coffee. We offered her a cup, and oh man, it was bad times. She was pissed. We sat in silence on the bus. They segregated us, so we couldn't sit together. Or actually, no, I could sit next to my friend Tom, and my buddy Mike was able to sit next to my friend Dan. But we weren't, like, all four of us weren't allowed to be together at the same time. And they did all of the wrong things. I'm gonna go a third battle, by the way, or actually, it's gonna be a couple movement turns, actually, because they can't get anywhere. But oh my god, it was absolutely ridiculous. What time is this at, actually? Yeah, 18 minutes. We're going for it. We're doing it. We'll battle on Tatooine, and then we'll call it an episode, because that's gonna keep it under 30 minutes. But yeah, they segregated us at the High School Musical thing. We weren't able to sit together. Dinner was shitty, by the way. It was horrible. And they did, like, everything wrong. They told us we couldn't call our parents. They told us it was all our fault. They actually, after we got back from the High School Musical thing, they came into our room and lectured us on how it was our fault. And it was like, it was so clearly their fault that we just couldn't even comprehend it. Because we had no idea that they had knocked on our door. It was ridiculous that they were even considering, blaming the whole thing on us. And, so they're lecturing us, and I remember it was the funniest fucking thing, and it was actually, like, I felt insulted by this, even though it wasn't even me. One of my friends, they were talking to me and my friends, and they said to one of my friends, because my friend, they said they had seen him outside of the room. That's what they were pinning on. That's what they were pinning on us, that they saw us outside of the room, and that we went back into the hotel afterwards. And they said, and my friend was like, no, I wasn't outside of the room, you guys are fucking bullshitting me. And they were like, actually, it's pretty hard to mistake someone of your size and weight, or size and shape. They called my friend fat. They told us not to call our parents. They blamed the whole thing on us when it was clearly their fault. And on top of that, they called my friend fat. That, like, we were done. We were just like, if there was any respect for them before, like, if we were trying to respect their, you know, their, what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? If we were trying to respect their process of, you know, punishing us or whatever, punishment process, that was just out the window at this point. Like, once you just called someone fat for no reason, that's just when we call it. We call it a day. And the funny thing was, they had said they had, like, multiple teachers even, that saw us outside of the room. It's like, alright, first of all, because we asked who. We asked who saw us out of the room. And they didn't answer that. They didn't, like, come up with names to tell us, because they knew we would probably fucking actually go look. And did I just kill my own guy? Oh, no, I didn't. Fuck you. Bitch, please. No! No! Going ham on these guys, by the way. Ah! Bitch, please. Yeah, so they... I'm sorry, like, super concentrate mode again, but, yeah, we asked them who the fuck had seen us out of the room, and they didn't even give us a fucking answer. So, it was very, very clearly their fault. And after those bitches left our room, because they were lecturing us, like I said, after they left our room, my buddy Cefalo, my buddy Mike, he fucking calls his mom, like, the instant they closed the door. Like, I remember looking over at him, he had his phone on his lap, and he just instantly flips it open and calls his mom right after they leave. And it was the funniest fucking thing, because I swear they heard us, because I swear they turned around right afterwards, outside the door. But it was the funniest fucking thing, and it was just like, Mom, 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 like, we all called our parents, it wasn't just him. We all called our parents, and we were like, Mom, you're never gonna fucking believe this. And it was, oh man, it was hilarious. We're just sitting there, like, doing the opposite of what they told us to do. And I remember the next morning we went to go get, like, brunch or something, or I guess just breakfast, I don't know. I can't remember if it was, like, late in the morning or not. But, we went to go get breakfast at, like, some food court. Oh, shit. We went to go get breakfast at some food court, and they were, like, talking to us again. They were actually making us call our parents then, which is funny, because it was funny because we had all called our parents the first time the night before, and I think they'd called our parents that morning as if we hadn't talked to them yet. So it was, like, really funny because all our parents were pissed when they weren't expecting them to be. Oh man, it was funny as hell. And, like, and we just totally won by command post, by the way. They were not expecting us. They were not expecting our parents to be so pissed, and it was just, I don't know, it was fucking hilarious. The rest of the trip was just like, the teachers hated us for the rest of the trip. Oh no, our gunner one traitor, no. Oh fuck it, we're doing another battle. We're doing a 4-battle episode right now. Just so I can finish up this story. But yeah, the rest of that trip was like, the teachers hated us so much. And we still just got into so much mischief. One of my friends that wasn't in, like, my roommate group, my buddy Henry, he was, like, getting into all kinds of shenanigans. Like, in the Air and Space Museum, I remember I was going with him after we were picking up girls, and we went down to the gift shop, and there was, like, this mom and her kid in the gift shop, and he puts up one of the spaceman suits, and he it's like the tiny little baby suit, And he says, "You think this would look good on me?" Just like straight to the lady next to him. And the look on her face was absolutely priceless. Like she just like walked away in the most awkward fashion, but it was hilarious. And then Henry's like, he just looks around at other people around him. He's like, "What? I think it would look pretty good on me. I think it would accentuate my curves." Oh man. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Oh shit, we're gonna do it. What is this again? Oh, space battle over Kashyyyk. That's right. I forgot you can do space battle over planets. Oh, do I not have any? Oh, I don't have any things. That's right. Oh man, I'm gonna take this battle to just talk about the shit that Henry did, because he was like going ham the whole time. Me and him, because he had brought Pokemon cards with him for whatever reason. Me and him went to like the most gangster-looking people on the streets of. Well, actually, it wasn't on the streets. It was in one of the museums. It was like outside one of the museums. But we like the most gangster-looking people we could find. We went and we traded Pokemon cards with them. Or we attempted to. We're like, "Yo, you guys got any Pokemon cards on you?" And they're just like, nah. And they just told us, "No, we don't have any Pokemon cards." And so we were just like, "Alright, well, we'll trade you the Pokemon cards for drugs." That's what my buddy Henry said. Like, he was like, I'm telling you, he had no fucking shame the entire trip. It was ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. And then they ended up just stealing all of our Pokemon cards. It was like, what? Come on, guys, let's get real here. They stole all of our Pokemon cards. We had like fucking 25, 30 Pokemon cards with us. And then we eventually went back to them. We found them like a half an hour later, because we just left after they stole our Pokemon cards. We found them like 20 minutes later, and they were like, "Yo, guys, we feel bad that we stole your Pokemon cards." And like, we like took pictures with each other. That was, oh no, oh, that's unfortunate. So we ended up taking pictures with the Pokemon card gangsters. No, thank you. And it was like the most awkward. Oh, we have -1 points because of me. Shit. But yeah, we ended up like taking pictures with them. We actually hung out with them for like a solid, I don't know, half hour or so. We hung out with them for a decent amount of time, surprisingly. So that ended up being kind of fun, I guess. But that was kind of the first experience. That was kind of the first major thing that Henry did, I guess, at least that I can remember. He might have done some other stuff, but I say he was full of things, and I know he did a bunch of stuff, but the three major things. This is the last major thing that he did, really. We were at the National Zoo. And he had gone up to like a bunch of like a bunch of people that were working like maintenance at the zoo or whatever. Not to be racist or anything, but a lot of them were black. I'm just saying because that's like part of the story. I'm just saying that because it's part of the story. Henry goes up to these dudes, and he just fucking starts like, oh, no, that was a different one. Alright, well, anyways, he goes up to like all those black people, and he buys them Skittles and lemonade. He like buys them food, and he's like, "Yo, guys, what's going on?" And he tries to be like part of their group, and he like starts talking to these dudes for like a solid like 20 minutes to a half an hour. And their boss comes by like after that, and he's like, "Why aren't you guys working? Who is this?" And they're like, "Oh, this is our son. We adopted him." They took Henry in as their own. I didn't see him at all after that entire fucking, like, until we got back on the bus. Apparently he was hanging out with those dudes for most of the day. Like, that was pretty hilarious, I must say. But yeah, that was pretty funny. And then another thing he did in the National Zoo, this was probably the most hilarious thing he did the entire time. Which is saying something, because we traded Pokemon cards with gangsters. Oh god. this was probably, like, somebody... Okay, so this is back when... I mean, you know, LeBron James is back with the Cavaliers now, but when he was originally with the Cavaliers, somebody had a LeBron James Cleveland jersey on. Henry goes by, and he just looks this dude, he just stops the dude. Like, he goes in front of the dude and doesn't let the dude pass. And he just goes in front of the guy and he says, huh, Cleveland, huh? Just looks at him, like, silent for a second. Cleveland sucks! He, like, just yells it in the dude's face and then just runs away. And, like, to this day, that is, like, you cannot deny that just going up to a random fucking stranger, just stopping him dead in his tracks and saying, huh, Cleveland sucks! And then just running away. Like, it was just hit and run insult. That was just, it was pretty decent, I must say. Props to my buddy Henry for doing all the shit that he did in DC, because he made that trip worthwhile, I must say. Oh man, I'm trying to think of other shit that we did. This is like the first episode where I've really done like story time. So I'm trying to think like how to go about it. Fuck, what else did we do? I know we did some other crazy shit. I know something had to go down. Fuck, what else? What else did we do? There was a lot of shit that went down in the Air and Space Museum. I'm trying to think. Oh, wait a minute. I remember now. The fucking, the Natural History Museum or some shit like that. We almost got into a fight with, like, this gangster-ass group of black people. We were, the whole thing, we were just trying to piss off gangsters, apparently. And I mean, like, again, no offense to anybody, like, who's black. I honestly, like, I'm not racist. Well, granted, that's a pretty racist thing to say that I'm not racist. But, I have nothing against black people, honestly. Like, my godmother's black. I got a couple black friends. Nothing against the dudes, nothing against them. But these people were like the generally mischievous looking black assortment. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm almost dead. And it was like an entire group, and they were actually already getting kind of like patted down by the security in the museum, in the Natural History Museum. Oh, shit snacks. So, and we were just like, oh, fuck, what did we say? We said something like, you know, so that everybody could hear in the general... I think, like, we said something like, alright, I think we said something like, alright, I'll take the dudes on the left, you take that dude on the right. And they looked at us and they were like, what the fuck did you guys just say? We were like, you know, bear in mind, we're fucking idiots in the 8th grade. And I forget, I think it was one of my friends was like, you heard what we said. So we basically almost died like at least 10 times in that trip. God damn, that was just one long confession of how much of an idiot I am. Oh man, but that's oh man, we went over fucking damn it, we went over 30 minutes. Oh well. I thought we would keep it under 32, but oh well. It'll just be a little bit more editing. I hope you guys did enjoy the slightly longer episode though. A little, 10 minutes longer. It's not terribly longer, but it was pretty good. We got a lot accomplished too, which is good. A lot got accomplished in this episode. Got a couple planets, did some story time, which is always good. Let me know if you guys want to hear... Let me know, as far as commentary is concerned, what you guys want to hear. Whether you guys want to hear, like, stream of conscience commentary, where it's like I'm just kind of talking about the game that's going on. Whether you guys want to keep hearing story time. Because I'm down. I mean, if I can think of something, I'm sure I can conjure up a couple stories for you. But yeah, that felt pretty good. That felt like a pretty good episode, I must say. And I hope you guys enjoyed because of that, because I mean, it was also some pretty good content, I must say. I went like 33-0 at some point in there. That was pretty good. Oh, let's get, before we leave, I mean, we're already over 32 minutes, so we might as well. Let's do the Bothan Spy, because those guys are badass.
Select a bonus. Rebellion
Garrison bonus. Oh, Christ. It was like a burp yawn. Another burp. Enhanced blasters again. Let's just go with that.
Enhanced blasters bonus. Please select a fleet to command.
Alright, I'm probably gonna... Actually, how many more planets do I have? Oh, I have the entire right side! I have the entire right side, guys. That's pretty beast. Alright, next episode, they're probably gonna make a fleet and go to... Well, I'm gonna... I don't know what they're gonna do, actually. We'll see. We'll see in the next episode. I don't want to spoil anything. I really do hope you guys did enjoy, though. Leave a like for the series. I think it's a good one, and we're gonna be... I think I might just finish the rest of this next episode. We only got 3 planets left, so... So stay tuned for that, guys. Stay tuned for the thrilling finale, possibly. But until then, it's been your boy. Be sure to like, comment, let us know how we're doing. Like us on Facebook, all that jazz. Yeah. Guys, yeah. It's been your boy. Peace out, guys.